The date is September 13th, 2017. Super Mario Odyssey was set to release in a month, and the hype surrounding the game's imminent release continued to intensify, especially after the Nintendo Direct later that day. Towards the end of the Direct, we got some new juicy Mario Odyssey info, including a sneak peek at new kingdoms, costumes, the snapshot mode, and oh my god, Mario has nipples. The internet went crazy over this reveal, and understandably so. For the price of a whopping 1,000 coins, you can purchase the boxer shorts and travel the globe half naked. Who wouldn't want to do that? And speedrunners, both new and old, flocked to the game. While many people ran more traditional categories such as any percent, darker side, etc., some jokesters invented nipple percent, with the goal of buying the boxer shorts and becoming shirtless Mario as fast as possible. But what started out as a joke ended up becoming the game's second most ran category, with over 600 times on the leaderboard. Sure, it's a pretty short run that's easy to learn, but the top level runs took it unexpectedly far, resulting in a quite interesting speedrun history, complete with cool discoveries and unexpected plot twists. This is a brief history of Super Mario Odyssey nipple percent. Our story begins in late November 2017, when people decided to start doing runs. Since the game was only about a month old, any percent was still being optimized, so not too many people were focusing on nipple percent. The earliest documented records were far from optimal, deciding to only grab a handful of coins that were along the direct any percent route up to Sand Kingdom, where over 90% of the 1,000 coins would be collected. Here, runners would get hundreds of coins from various piles located in the underground ice cave in the ruins, behind the Sphinx, inside the inverted pyramid, and right before the Knuckleotech boss fight. This route was used in a former world record of 1757 by Riles on December 5th, 2017. There were some sequence breaks used, such as the Dino Skip in Cascade Kingdom and early Pyramid using a roll cancel clip in the Sand Kingdom. But it also took quite a while to roll all over the kingdom, not to mention fighting Harriet and watching a long multi-moon cutscene afterwards. This would change the very next day, when Patati would shave off nearly 5 minutes from the record, and it was all thanks to the T-Rex in Cascade Kingdom. In addition to collecting more coins in Cap Kingdom, Patati went to the Dino Nest sub-area in Cascade Kingdom after defeating Madame Brood, where they captured the T-Rex inside to destroy rocks and the dozens of enemies in order to get about 110 coins quickly, skipping the need to defeat Harriet in Sand Kingdom. This record's use of the Dino Nest would be a strong foundation for the route going forward, as it was soon discovered that this sub-area was actually the most efficient coin grinding spot in the whole game, and it was all thanks to coin duplication. In Cascade Kingdom, there are these rock blocks which can be broken by a T-Rex. Some of these rocks contain rings of 8 coins when broken, and these coins can be duplicated thanks to a patch to the game. Yes, you heard me right. The glitch is the result of the version 1.0.1 update, released the same day as Mario Odyssey's release. After this update, the T-Rex now has 6 separate hitboxes on its body, and when these hitboxes break the rock around the same time, multiple coin rings can spawn, up to 6, for a total of 48 coins. This discovery was a game changer, and when a consistent setup was found for the dupes in the rocks just before Dino Skip and within the sub-area, the travel time between Sand Kingdom locations reduced greatly. Over December, the route changed from grinding coins with the dupe in the sub-area twice to skip the inverted pyramid entirely, to grinding in the sub-area thrice in order to leave Cascade Kingdom with at least 720 coins. This was faster than traveling to the ice cave in the ruins, meaning that upon entering Sand, you would head straight for the Sphinx, collect all 280 coins inside, and warp to the checkpoint flag outside of the shop. As 2017 became 2018, the top any percent runner, Stravos96, had an iron grip on the category, setting multiple world record runs in a row, and eventually shattering the 10-minute barrier on January 3rd with a 9:57. It was a pretty solid run for the time, and the coin route was surprisingly optimized. Even 4 years later, this route still holds up, and can only be improved with optimal movement and better luck. Today, the world record stands at 9:24, set by Stravos on June 10th, 2020. At least, in nipple percent no hint art. If that's the record for no hint art, what's the record for hint art? Better yet, what the hell is hint art? In Mario Odyssey, some moons are hidden in locations shown in certain drawings scattered throughout the world, and when you ground pound at the location shown in the hint art, the moon associated with that hint art will appear. But that isn't the only type of hint art that exists. Beginning in March 2018, after the release of version 1.2.0, the Luigi's Balloon World update, Nintendo would post some new hint art on their social media, where ground pounding at the location shown on the hint art reveals an 8-bit Luigi, which gives you 200 coins when revealed. This was huge, since a good coin grind within the Dino Nest would net about 140 coins in about 30 seconds. But with this new hint art location, which just so happened to be in the Sand Kingdom under the warp painting platform, you could roll to the spot and ground pound it in around 20 seconds for 200 coins guaranteed. This eliminated the need to grind coins in the Dino Nest for a third time, but in all honesty, it was just one 8-bit Luigi for 200 coins. It didn't shave more than about 20 seconds off the record, which by June 9th, 2018, was a 935 by Tippy. It's also worth mentioning by this point, Nipple % had split into hint art and no hint art subcategories, and there had been 9 Luigi hint art images released online, but only one of them so far was actually useful in Nipple %. The only thing that could lower the time any lower, other than better execution, was more hint art, of course. On September 19th, 2018, the 16th Luigi hint art would be revealed, and it was located on top of a building in Sand Kingdom. This was a very fortunate spot, as it was right near the start of the kingdom, eliminating yet another grind in the Dino Nest and eventually pushing the time below 9 minutes. A month later, on November 7th, the second to last Luigi hint art would be revealed, located near the 2D section in Cascade Kingdom. Now, 600 of the 1,000 coins required were obtained using hint art, and coin grinding with the dinosaur was now extinct. With arguably the least interesting part of the run gone, Nipple % had transformed into a primarily movement-based run, allowing for top runners of the category to crank optimization up to 11. On May 26, 2019, Stravos would achieve the first sub-8 minute time, the final minute milestone for Nipple %. Going forward, there were very few time saves remaining, and stringing everything together was becoming much more difficult. This was a joke run that was being taken further than it had any right to be. On October 30th, 2019, Psyonix 741 was the first world record to use the newly discovered Dino Skip Skip, or DSS, a very precise jump along this wall that is performed after collecting the first moon, where you can reach the top if you land on a very specific spot. This not only skipped a short cutscene with Cappy, but it just so happens that the hint art spot is dead ahead. Over the past 2 years, the battle for the boxers was mostly between two masters of the game, Tyrone 18, who has the world records for any %, World Peace, Dark Side, and Darker Side, and Hey They're Cool, the champion of all moons and 100%. Both runners exchanged the Nipple % record multiple times. Both runners implemented a nasty new coin route in Cap Kingdom to skip going out of their way to get coins behind these boxes. The race was very tight, but as of August 3rd, 2021, Tyrone currently holds the world record with a 726, which edges out Hey There's former world record by a second. It's been 6 months since the most recent world record, and it could very well stand for quite a while, as is standard for most world records set by Tyrone. There are some runners, such as Dangers and Eek, who have gotten pretty close over the past month, so I'd keep your eyes peeled in case these two runners break through. Who would have thought that Nipple % out of all things would be so captivating? If you want to see more cool speedrun content like this, remember to subscribe to the channel. Feel free to let me know on Twitter or my Discord server. Thank you so much for watching, and remember to shoot for the moon.